The story starts off with John Cressy, a former CIA operative that travels to Mexico to see his old friend and former boss Paul Rayburn. The two caught up and talked about the good times before Cressy indicated he's in need of a job. Rayburn talks him to working as a bodyguard for Samuel Ramos, an automaker in Mexico City, who has a daughter named Lupita, aka Peter, that needs a bodyguard in order for her kidnapping insurance policy to kick in. Cressy had the job. When Peter tried to make friends with Cressy to know more about him, it didn't go too well due to Cressy being an antisocial. The problem with Cressy was alcoholism and remorse about his CIA work past. One night, things got worse. With the effect of alcohol combined with PTSD took a toll on him mentally. Worse to the point he attempted suicide, but his gun malfunctioned. Rayburn reminds Cressy that a bullet always tells the truth. And Cressy starts thinking positive, then regained his motivation to fulfill his mission as Peter's protector. He cut back on drinking and began reading the Bible more often. The ice was broken between Peter and Cressy when she helped copy a license plate number of a car that was trailing them. Cressy began to develop a better relationship bond with Peter. He developed a heartwarming attachment to Peter as he starts giving Peter swim instruction. The swim instruction that helped her win the school competition. One day while walking the dog waiting outside Peter's piano lesson, he saw two federal police officers blocking the roadway. Cressy then noticed a car that followed them earlier. When he noticed that Peter was about to be kidnapped, he guns down four of the kidnappers, including the officers, but suffers a serious gunshot injury. Peter is now taken. Cressy is now identified as a suspect in the spotlight. He's now paraded like a trophy to the reporters. But Mariana Garcia Guerrero, a reporter, challenged the account along with Miguel Manzano. Miguel Manzano, an agent of the AFI, relocated the critical condition Casey to a veterinary clinic to protect him from the corrupt police. Meanwhile, on the negotiations of Peter's release, with the help of Police Lieutenant Victor Fuentes, Samuel agrees with the Voice, leader of the reduction ring, to pay a $10 million ransom payment for her. But during the ransom drop, things went south when the kidnappers got ambushed and the Voice nephew is killed during the gunfight. The Voice accuses the Ramos family of being to blame and warns them that Peter will be taken away from them permanently as a payback. In other words, he's gonna kill her. Meanwhile, at the clinic, Rayburn informs Cressy Peter is dead because money negotiations went bad when the kidnappers' nephew got killed during the drop-off. Later on, Gregor informs Cressy that the kidnappers are a part of a powerful brotherhood known as the La Hermandad, which includes of dishonest law enforcement officers, criminals, and murderers. Cressy assures Peter's mother Lisa that he will kill everyone guilty of Peter's death, shrugging off the warning of Gregor. With Rayburn's help, Cressy was able to purchase weapons and equipment. From the license plate number he copied earlier with the help of Peter, Cressy was able to locate and capture the first suspect, the getaway driver. He brutally tortures him like something that's seen in a third world country, then kills him after taking information. The information he collected leads him to a club where he confronts three of the kidnappers. Cressy asks questions before he guns down two criminals and questions the middleman. Cressy recovers the incriminating ATM card and another kidnapped girl, and information about a cop named Fuentes, and he turns them both to Guerrero, who reveals that Fuentes is a part of the Brotherhood. One day, Cressy recons a busy intersection of the city where Fuentes is known for going by. He sets up an ambush. When Cressy spots Fuentes' motorcade, he launches a rocket-propelled grenade. He abducts Officer Fuentes. Fuentes admit that he had his officers ambush the ransom drop, but discovered afterward most of the ransom money had been stolen by Jordan Kalfas, Samuel's lawyer. Chrissy is in shock. Just as he promised he's not taking any prisoners, he inserted a bomb in his rectum, killing him. Chrissy searches Kalfas' residence and finds a decapitated body and a fax with the bank account information leading to Samuel. When Chrissy confronts the father, Samuel confesses his lawyer encouraged him to plan the daughter's kidnap in order to collect insurance payout and settle the father's debt, despite the fact he was assured that she would be released. Samuel assassinated Kalfas after Fuentes obstructed the deal, accusing him for Peter's demise. Lisa, who now knows that Samuel was involved, yells at Chrissy to kill her husband or she will take her own life. Chrissy then gives Samuel a gun and the same bullet he tried to attempt suicide with, and regretful Samuel used it to shoot himself. Guerrero and Manzano traced the ATM card to the voice's wife and found her address, allowing Manzano's officers to infiltrate her home and obtain the photo of the voice. Despite the Brotherhood's threat, Guerrero published the photo and passes the address on to Chrissy. He arrives to the address and takes the voice's wife and his brother Aurelio as prisoners. Even though Chrissy is shot in the chest, he learns that the real ringleader's real name is Daniel Sanchez. He calls Daniel and threatens he's gonna butcher his pregnant wife and brother like a meat house. But Daniel reveals that Peter is alive, offering to trade her for his brother and for Chrissy himself. Chrissy accepts. Chrissy calls Lisa, telling her that Peter is still alive. He instructs her to join him at the exchange. Chrissy reunites with Peter in the middle of an overpass, assuring her that he still loves her before sending her to her mother. He and Aurelio are taken by Daniel's men, but Chrissy dies in capture due to those wounds he suffered. Manzano tracks Daniel down later that day and shoots him to death during the course of arrest. Hey, thanks for watching. If you like movie recalls like this, subscribe and I will try and give you more classic movies and also new movies too. Thanks for watching, guys.